All right, welcome back, Hatt Clan fam. Today we are checking out a brand new product from KNA, the portable, detachable, piezo passive pickup, the NG-1 for nylon string guitars. If you've been watching my channel for a while now, you know that I've done the NG2. I have several video reviews of that and also sound samples, but I've never actually done the NG-1. I was very lucky enough to receive a big box from KNA with a bunch of products, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of reviews. I'll link that video in the description in case you haven't seen it. However, I've never done the NG-1, so I'm super excited about it. So let's jump in and see what we got with the box, do some sound samples, and take a look with what we got. All right, my friends, so let's see what we got in the box here. Some basic instructions on the back of it. It's pretty straightforward, like the design. Pretty straightforward. Let's crack this bad boy open and see what we got. You would probably not believe how insanely difficult this is to do this with one hand. But anyway, we're making way here. Alright, so a bunch of cables, pretty simple here. Some nice little packaging from KNA. Some little bit directions. Pretty simple, straightforward. So inside of the bag here is the actual unit and then all the cabling that goes with it, which this is the part that you actually will plug within your amp or however you were deciding to amplify. And this part right here is the part that actually sits underneath your saddle and your strings, which is quite sleek, quite thin. And one of the most important things to be very careful and mindful about this, you don't want to step on the cable because this is very sensitive and you don't obviously want to damage it. So let's go over to the guitar and install this and get some sound bites. The process of installation is pretty simple here, nothing too complex. You just need to remove a lot of the tension from your strings. You can see these are pretty loose right now, so almost to the point as if you're going to completely take them off. Now I know I'm going to get comments about how dirty my strings are. Yes, I understand I need to change them, but for the sake of demonstration, I want to try to remove all variables out of the way so you can get a pure representation of the tone. So I'm loosening the strings, and as I do this, I'm just kind of feeding this down underneath the strings. It's going to rest right underneath your strings, right below your saddle on your bridge. Here is a better angle. So like I said, I'm just lifting up underneath the string, and I'm just gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing till I make contact with all 6 strings, just like that. And there we go. It's pretty much lined up there. Again, I've removed all the tension. Here's a better angle of how you can see how it basically sits flush to your bridge. So it's quite nice because it doesn't really jut out that much, and it shouldn't really affect your right hand or your left hand if you're a left-hand player. In terms of it being sleek to the body of your guitar. All right, so here we are, folks. I have it hooked up, and I'm kind of hooked up with my little clip here too. I have it on my sweater here, so that's what's kind of nice that these come with this so that you don't accidentally step on this or yank it out of the pickup because it can damage it or possibly break it. So make sure that you put the clip there. And one thing that's worth mentioning, why I think these are particularly useful and I'm super fond of these products, is the fact that I am really not the type to add pickup systems into guitars that don't have them automatically built in. I don't really like the idea of drilling in holes or any of those things. Those make me super nervous, especially if you have a really high quality, expensive instrument like my concert guitar that I have. I would never want to drill holes or do any modifications to that instrument because it is a luthier built instrument. And so that's what these are really kind of geared and marketed towards, because you don't have to do any modification. It's plug and play, and it's really quite simple. For all of you flamenco golpe players out there, maybe you're a folk player that needs to amplify yourself. I think this is for? I think those are, again, for those who maybe want to amplify a nylon string guitar. They go out and do gigs, and they're primarily a nylon string guitar. So they do have versions in steel string, which I've reviewed those before also. These are fantastic. I am pretty much almost exclusively a nylon string player, unless I'm playing an electric guitar. But yeah, it's just my preference. I just really like nylon stringed instruments. And I'm a fingerstyle player. I'm a classical guitar player. So I really like having the feel of this, and it just feels really nice. And there's a lot of subtleties. It sounds really good. You can kind of get a lot of different tones. I really like that, and it works for blues and jazz too. You know? Maybe you're a blues player. Yeah, I definitely think this thing can shred. So I will have a link in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, KNA, again, for hooking me up, Gabriella. Really, really appreciate it. Really, really fun little thing to mess around with. And I'm going to have some other upcoming videos with some other sound samples of some of the other products that they sent me. So I hope you digged it, guys. Take care.